minutes of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Well, the Rams at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Randolph, and he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their mobile quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Complete to number 80.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll run on first down. Milner. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Tua and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. He'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On first down, Tagovailoa steps away to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tua going to throw. And incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense.
And that's caught inside the 30. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Matt Judon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, and Next Gen Stats says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Young way for the Falcons field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The numbers for him from a week ago: 5 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Right back to him on 1st down. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 36. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But when the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stop the run. But I just wondered if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
Are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. 2nd and 11 now. Here's Tua. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
2nd and 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it, yes. So they will hold on to the football indeed. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
It's now 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. and they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to it.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the... On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Tua now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hunter Renfrow, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep now for Landry. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here comes the Rams punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down, here's an option right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And Parker, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker, the easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Out of Out of the gun now on third down. Steps away. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were 7-point winners a week ago, and they lead by 7 here as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. You want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. On third down, he'll drop to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Brewer. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Forced out to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll run with Hunt. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt down to the 25. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a two-score game.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So that's CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's the option play now to the left. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Falcons offense set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Brewer. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So all eyes on this Rams offense. Down by 7. And time, a huge factor. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him, complete.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
This one came right down to the wire. And CD, they had that one final chance to try to navigate their way into the end zone, but couldn't get it done.